What is denied by many people, but it is actually 100 real. You can love someone else without loving yourself first. There's plenty of parents that hate themselves and love their recommending it, but it's a stupid thing to deny. You don't know how to fight unless you've been trained or have experience in fighting. Most people imagine themselves beating ass only to have reality smash them in the nose. A lot of people even injure themselves just trying to throw punches. When I went to sea, I would see the occasional flying fish. It was surprising how many people thought I was pulling their leg when I told them about it. Being 35-50 wasn't considered elderly back in the day. It was common for people to live into their 70s and 80s. The reason we get average lifespan data with such low numbers is because so many babies die, skewing the average values downward. Nations that are ostensibly enemies trade and cooperate a great deal more than people generally believe. The Monty Hall problem. Every time it is described in a post such as a till or on a Facebook post, a large number of people vehemently insist that switching doors couldn't possibly result in an increased chance of winning, even after showing the results of simulations, providing mathematical proofs, or giving examples using more doors. The cognitive dissonance prevails. Autism diagnoses. Myself and lots of autistic people I know are often told by people who seem to base their entire knowledge of autism off the movie Rain Man are like, but you don't seem autistic. Research on autism has changed a lot since the 80s. A public perception has changed very little. Pretty privileged. How facially attractive people get guaranteed a lot of predetermined social, financial, and romantic success. Birth. The CIA trafficked cocaine into the United States in the 1970s and 1980s to fund Central American freedom fighters, stop communism, and protect the American way of life. Once people realized the government was responsible for the drug epidemic that destroyed our inner cities for decades, it's not that hard to start questioning other decisions they have made. Talk to a bunch of fanboys about this, but Taylor Swift was born rich, and I mean mega rich, with 9-figure money on both sides of her family. All these people thought she came up from nothing. Invisible health conditions like dysautonomia, fibromyalgia, and chronic fatigue syndrome. Also ADHD. People think you are faking just to get Adderall. That having children is not for everyone. That it's not all sunshine and the meaning of life, and millions of people regret being parents. That they are good humans because they have had to do good to be a good person. The world is full of people complaining, but we are in need of people willing to sacrifice and not make it about themselves. That open containers of baking powder and baking soda lose their efficacy in baking over time. Make sure to replace them every 6 months or so to ensure your baked goods cook properly. Psychological addiction to marijuana is a real thing. As you can treat your dopamine receptors as a gumball machine with various different activities, but these are different to imbibing a foreign substance which has the side effect of releasing dopamine. The point is, many people deny that it's addictive but can't go an hour without being high. I'm sure y'all have seen 2 LOL deadass. Reddit cares. I'm crying. 1. Flushable wipes should not actually be flushed. 2. You should not use scented pH balancing soap to wash your vagina. Edit. You should not use this specific soap on any part of your genitals. This was about specific soap advertising to balance your vaginal pH and make your vagina smell like flowers. If you do not have a vagina, this didn't even apply to you in the first place. Read with your eyeballs, people, for fuck's sake. Edit. 2. If you have a penis, please wash your genitals with soap and water. If you have a vagina, wash the vulva with warm water and a mild soap, but steer clear of Vagisil or any soap that claims to balance your pH and or make your vagina smell like fruits or whatever. That a body detox is like 100 bullshit. Because it might just be the fact that the food you are eating may be bad for you, and so the new food you're eating takes less energy to digest. Don't quote me. I am not a medical professional. The phrase itself, detox, is usually used when you want to clear your system of impurities and harmful substances. Do you know why your body detoxes? Because you have a liver and kidneys. The body does it for the whole new thing of alkaline water. It's complete bullshit. Because stomach acid has a pH of, I think, 1-2. Clean water doesn't do shit. Because if you eat a tomato, it doesn't change it. If you have something that is naturally alkaline, it doesn't do anything because of the stomach acid being so acidic. If you really think about it, the blood's pH is 7.35, 7.45, and if it even slightly goes out of that range, it is detrimental to the body and you will become very ill. So, If you listen to all of these people on social media, just know it's complete BS. It would be like saying put a hole in a mask so you can breathe better. It doesn't do anything better for your body because the reason for the mask is to not make you sick. The mask is the kidneys and liver, and the hole is the alkaline water. Basically, it does spelling. The dangers of texting and driving, of the time for doing so, and the response is always it's fine. I'm really good at multitasking. Well, Sarah, if you're that fucking good at it, why have we been sitting at this green light for 5 minutes? Literally 90 of people I see driving have a device in hand. It's so fucking selfish and reckless. Skin cancer from not wearing sunblock. It absolutely blows my mind when grown-ass adults brag about not wearing sunscreen. Like it's a real point of pride for them. Enjoy your early wrinkles and spots. Most genocides tend to have a lot of deniers. Unfortunately, the Armenian genocide, the Holocaust, Stalin, etc. I'm omitting the Great Leap Forward as a genocide because I don't know enough about it or international law to know if it qualifies. But it was definitely the world's biggest bloodbath. That most people would do some pretty awful things for money if presented the opportunity. People would like to believe that they have strong morals, but if presented with a button that would kill 10 random people in the world in exchange for $1 million, many would press it. I would guess at least half of the population would, and many would press it multiple times. But not many people would actually admit that they would press it if given the opportunity to. Maybe I am just as cynical and not many would press it, but this hypothetical situation is something I think about a lot. That Jesus in the New Testament was wildly opposed to what would become the traditions and practices of Christian fundamentalists. Evolution, our understanding of evolution, is backed up by taxonomy, genetics, DNA, and the fossil record, based on some disturbing podcasts and articles I've been hearing. Women's health issues, particularly their pain. Apparently most doctors of both sexes are quick to dismiss and downplay our pain rather than "oh, I don't know" treating it. The idea that peanuts are not nuts, and therefore we should label it as a legume allergy and not a nut allergy,